人生で一度も横たわったことがない地面をもみ下す男。
見たな、俺の
カーディ海賊主張。
シーンを。
Katakuri Kaizoku.
Hey, hey, this is where I would normally put a sponsor segment, if I had one. So I'll use it to advertise my Fan Appreciation OP03 booster box giveaway instead. In case you missed the video, go watch it after you finish this one, of course, please, to find out how to enter. If you're seeing this segment and this video was uploaded today, then the giveaway is probably still going on. We have a Zoro versus Katakuri, my favorite matchup. We can keep this hand, it's pretty nice. I wish there was a way I could search for like a power negative negging effect with Buggy. Is it called negging? That sounds kind of not the right word, but we'll play a Buggy. Pick up a guard point, play another Buggy, pick up a radical beam and pass. If we can find a Gordon or an Otama, we can combo it on our third turn with Marco. They attack us with their leader for 5, we'll take. We get yet another Buggy. There's the Otama, we have to wait till next turn to kill Perospero with it. We'll attack for 5 with meter, we'll play Blackbeard. And he can start using the Buggies to draw us cards. Or we could use Buggies as a... We need to ping. They counter for 1k with the Daifuku. We'll play Blackbeard and pass. I know Daifuku is good, but compared to the other, like the cards with the triggers, I feel like it's hard to compete with those slots. But I guess he's a 1k counter. Anyway, they attack us with their Perospero for 5, we'll take. And then 7k from leader, yup. We'll just go down to 2 life. They play a Daifuku. If we do Fire Fist instead, we could kill both. Is that better? Fire Fist is 3 down, we have 3 left over. We'll play 2 Buggies. Down on leader. Yeah, we'll Fire Fist instead. Right, so Dawn leader. Attack their leader for 6. Counter for 2, we'll attack them with Teach. Sacrifice a Buggy to draw a card. Ooh, another Otama. I was hoping they would get a trigger from our leader a hit, and then we could attack into Perospero. Ooh, Brule. We could kill Daifuku and Brule instead and save the Otamas. Yeah, let's do that. Fire Fist, discard a guard point, kill Daifuku and Brule. He can't draw a card. Play 1 Buggy. Get a guard point. We'll pass with Dawn up for an event counter. 7 Dawn, they'll play Big Mom. And then we can defend everything else after that. They chose for us to go second, right? Wouldn't they want to go second usually? We have a lot of defense in hand. If we play 7 cost Big Mom, they can't really threaten our Teach, which might be bad for them. But even if they threaten our Teach this turn, we do have a lot of ways to defend them. They do 2 Dawn Perospero and attack our leader for 7. We'll guard point this. They do 2 Dawn on their leader and attack us for 8. We'll counter, right? Should we counter? Let's counter for 4. And then Brule. Yep. Alright, we can kill the Brule with the Marco. Do that first, get her out of the way. Dawn leader. Dawn Buggy, attack Perospero with Buggy for 5. They may just let him die to try to search for a Big Mom. Yep. Oh, they get the 7 cost Big Mom, not as scary. Yeah, we only have to defend 1 attack from their leader next turn. Attack their leader with Teach. We'll save these buggies. Oh no, wait, this one's gonna die anyway. So we'll sacrifice that buggy. And we draw another 2k counter, nice. 9 Dawn. If they play 7 cost Big Mom, they can make their leader an 8. The Radical Beam would be nice to have. Ooh, they get a Cracker trigger. That's not good. We'll attack with our leader for 6. Still think we have enough defense for that. They take, we'll pass. At least the Cracker doesn't have double attack. Unless he plays like a Thunderbolt or something. They put Dawn on Cracker, they attack for 6k. I hope they realize it's not going to be 7. Because his effect is inactive, because we're at the same amount of life. They attack. Each for 6. We'll counter for 1. Dawn on Katakuri for 7. At Teach. Which will counter for 2. Then they'll play their 7 cost Big Mom. We'll Trash Alive. Whitebeard Pirates. Not the end of the world. We could Otama Marco, the Cracker. That's 6 Dawn, and then we'll leave 3 Dawn up for these events. Or we only need 2, probably. Dawn Leader, Dawn Buggy. We'll attack Cracker for 5. See what he does. Maybe he'll defend it. They do. We will attack their leader with Marco for 7. They take. Wait. Is 2 Radical Beams enough to save us? It's 4-4. That gives us 13k. Then they'll attack. They can make 2 13k attacks. Right? No, they can't. They need 5 here and 8 here, which is 13 Dawn. Which they cannot mathematically make. But do I need to attack his life? I don't. The safer play would be to kill the Cracker with Whitebeard and end next turn. Because they could get a trigger now. That might make it bad for us. We'll attack Cracker. For 8, I could have made him bigger. I have Dawn to spare. Well, Cracker dies anyway, luckily. We didn't mess that up. Right, we need 3 Dawn. So we can work with 5. We'll play Marco. And pass. Oh wait, attack with leader first. Almost forgot. Oh wait, this could be okay, the counter for 2. Yeah, that leader hit could have maybe triggered something. Which I should have saved my Marco for, in case it was like a Brûlée trigger. That was my misplay. Right. Pretty sure I live with 3 Radical Beams. Even if he plays like a 10 cost Big Mom this turn. I think the even super safer play would have been to play Buggy and pick up a guard point or another Radical Beam or something. But since I've like gone through so many now, I probably might whiff on the Buggy at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 events. And we only run like 15. So it's over half the events. No, we run like 13. There's 10 cost Big Mom. They attack us with their leader for 5. We'll counter for 1. They attack with Big Mom for 8. We'll Radical Beam. Alright, let's see if we can end. Dawn on leader. We'll attack with Marco for 7. They take. Brûlée trigger. We have to play this Marco then. Play Marco, kill Brûlée. We'll attack again with Marco for 7. And hope for no more Brûlée triggers. No Brûlée trigger. We'll attack with Teach. And we'll use his effect. We'll get rid of one of the Marcos. Just to be safe. 8k attack. And we win! Nice. Even with all these Big Moms out. Let's try to get a rematch. They go first again. Interesting. Well, Gordon Marco was always a keeper. They play Pudding. And they pass. I think we are safe to pre-play the Gordon. So we will. And we'll pass. I don't think yellow runs away to kill him. Oh no, they do. They run Streusen? 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 Dawn Leader, attack us for 7. We'll take. Let's hope they don't play the 2k counter guy. They play a different 2k counter guy. We don't have to worry about Sanji. We'll attack with our leader for 5 and then play Teach. Counter for 1. Here comes the Teach. We'll pass. If they don't play anything, we kill Sanji. If they do play something, we'll kill that instead. With our Marco, I mean. Maybe 1 Dawn Leader, 2 Dawn Sanji, and then I don't know what they would do with the 2 leftover Dawn. Here's the Dawn on Leader, attacking us for 7. We'll take. And then 2 Dawn Sanji, which we can defend. Yeah, since we have a lot of the key cards in our hand already, we can use this Izo for defense. Ooh, they play an Opera instead. Alright. I think it's more important to kill the Opera. We'll attack with Leader for 5. We counter for 1. We'll attack with Teach for 6. We won't use his ability. They're getting low on hand size anyway. Oh, they still had enough to counter for 2. We'll activate Gordon on Opera. Play Marco, kill him. We'll pass with Guard Point Dawn up to save our Teach. And then next turn we could play Izo, put a Dawn on him, and then sacrifice him to Blackbeard. He hasn't taken any life damage from us yet. But he does know what's on the top of his life, right? I haven't been paying attention if he's been putting it back on top or not. Oh, he's been moving life to the bottom. So I guess he's just looking for something that he can play. Ooh, he's attacking 11 into our Blackbeard. See, that's 3, 2, 1. That's a lot to save this guy. So maybe I do it. 3, 2, 1. And we counter for 6k. And then 2 Dawn for a Nikoku Sovereignty. Dawn Leader will attack them with Marco for 7. And they take and get a Brûlé trigger. We'll play Izo, try to find another Marco, but we get a Fire Fist instead, which might be better. Yeah, let's take it. We'll play another Izo in case we get a Marco this way, but we don't. Take a Whitebeard Pirates. We don't have to get rid of our guard point now. The Fire Fist killed Sanji Brûlé. Dawn Izo will attack with Peach for 8. Get rid of the Izo just to recycle him. And then he'll Ikoku Sovereignty this. Oh, they take. They bluffed it. We'll attack with our... Do we need guard point up? Let's just keep it up just in case. Maybe he'll have to decide between putting 5 down on leader again or playing something else. We counter for 2k, we'll pass. Yeah, if he plays like a Katakuri at this point, he can't use his leader to kill our Blackbeard. I'm gonna mess that up a lot. They play Perospero. 6 Dawn on their leader to attack for 12k. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can't defend him this time. I should have just played Buggy, but just playing it safe. Dawn Leader will attack with Marco for 7 and kill any Brûlé triggers that they may get. No trigger. We'll play Buggy. Fire Fist or Radical Beam. I think we don't want to kill Perospero, since it seems like they're having hand troubles right now. We do 2 Dawn Izo, attack for 5, then Marco, and then have Dawn up for one of these event counters. Or we don't really need it, right? Because our Marco can just revive. So we'll do 2nd Dawn on leader, attack for 7. And they take. Play Marco, kill Pudding, and pass. Yeah, the only threats that we want to save, we can just revive, so we don't need to have Dawn up. They play 10 cost Big Mom here, they can't attack into any of our Marcos. Or our only Marco that is tapped. They attack into Izo, yep, 10 cost Big Mom is coming. Leader, guess we'll take or counter. Let's counter. For 2k, we'll save the blocker in case we need it against their 10 cost Big Mom. They play 10 cost Big Mom and heal one, and we take one. We lost a guard point. Alright. I think we ignore Perospero and try to end. Dawn leader. Dawn buggy, attack their leader for 5. We counter for 1. See, that's 4 Dawn, and then 2 Dawn for these, that's 6. We have 2 Dawn left over. Attack with Marco for 7. We take. They get a Thunderbolt trigger to kill our active Marco, unfortunately. But we will bring him back. Oh, and then I could use his effect again, but he's on play. But there was nothing to kill with his on play. And I think when I did that before, it bugged the sim, so I'm scared of doing that now. So we have 3 down left over. We'll attack their leader for 9. With our leader, this should be a take. Let's hope they don't get a cracker trigger. But these were cards that they put on the bottom, right? So it's cards that he won't need. Or cards that he didn't want. So it's not a trigger? Yep. I guess that's some kind of information you can get throughout the game. We'll play blocker Marco and pass. Yeah, because he spent like 3 attacks on us putting cards on the bottom. So they were cards that didn't really help him. Or else why we'd put him on the bottom. He would have just left it on top. Unless he's like 5-head like that and planned for the late game. If they go for our leader, we have Radical Beam. If they go for our Marco, we also have Radical Beam in a different way. And we have a blocker up, so I don't think we lose this turn. Yeah, this is the situation you want to find yourself in against yellow players, where it's not safe for them to drop back-to-back Big Moms. If they drop a Big Mom here, they lose. So now it's just a dead card in their hand. If you ever give them enough breathing room and they can just drop back-to-back Big Moms, there's just no way for you to win. They do 3 Dawn on their Perospero, that means no Big Mom coming. They attack our Marco for 8. We'll let him die. Bring him back with the Radical Beam. So now he'll need to commit Dawn to leader to attack into Marco. And that's less Dawn they can use to play anything else. If they only do 1 Dawn, we can defend. So they need at least 2. There's 3. Into Marco probably. Yeah, we gotta let him die. Then he'll attack into the other Marco with Big Mom, which we can defend with our blocker. We can't revive him. Then we have our Buggy Beanie as well. They play a Brulee and then the Pudding. We find a 2k maybe. They get one. Oh boy. They have a Brulee out. Buggy should be a 7. 7. And then 7 for leader. 8. Then we make 2 9s. Maybe Buggy should just be a 7. Yeah. Attack their leader with Buggy for 7. They'll counter out of hand, and then we'll attack with Marco that they have to block, and then finish off with leader. Yeah, they counter for 3. The 2 Dawn makes Marco a 9. They have 2 cards in hand, so they have to block. And then remaining Dawn on leader, attack for 10. This should be game. We take it, nice. Okay, bye.
Car D Kaizoku.